So I always say, I don't think I decided to be a voice for change decided to choose me. If you see behind me, there's a mural of Josephine Boyd Bradley. She desegregated Grimsley High School, where I am standing, in 1957. And I feel really more like a conduit or an instrument and a voice for change for others who don't have a voice. Their stories, their untold trauma, their pedagogy of survival are all so important and really in what we're dealing with even today. I think of oppression, I think of protest, I think of courage and social justice, and all of those stories are their stories and our stories today. I haven't experienced a lot of overt racism. I think most of my experiences have been covert forms of racism, whether it's implicit bias, where people are really using any types of associations or their experiences to oppress. Oftentimes the oppression is not even conscious. I think of people being omitted or excluded or marginalized, and all of those are forms of oppression, not having the same opportunities that others have. Of course, if we think of our society now with the protests and the racial injustice, the police brutality, to me those are pretty overt. But some of the covert forms are really in our systems. And we think of education particularly, we've really got to take a deep look at our systems and understanding the untold stories, the counter narratives of people who have experienced this. It's so important. I'm very hopeful in our youth. The protests that are going on, while I certainly do not condone the violence, I'm very excited about the rallying of youth of all colors for racial justice, any type of justice, racial, religion, gender, all of those are extremely important. And I'm very hopeful that not only our youth, but our adults will learn the stories of people who have walked and had the courage to stand against oppression and make change.